Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to FMA Hockey. It's a brand new year. It's 2024, and the first contest of this year features the Diplomats taking on the Reavers. This is an old school matchup going back a few years now. Let's see how these teams settle their first meetup in 2024. Official getting set, face-off at center ice, and we're underway in Shields Arena here at Fargo. 15 minutes on the clock, 15-minute periods in the Fargo-Moorhead Adult Hockey League. Reavers control out of their own defensive end here. They look to move it up ice. Here's a connection through center. Reavers gain the offensive line, weaving in below the goal line wraparound, and it looks like it scores past Goff. No, hacking over it, and there it is, a whistle. Face-off coming to the near side dot. Boy, holy cow, I thought that made it under the pad of Rob Goff. It looks like he might have gotten it with a toe maybe, kicked it back into play, and no one could poke it all the way home. 14:35 still on the clock in the first period. Diplomats chip it up the board and out. Calic controls defensively for the Reavers. Moves it ahead to Ritter. He's stick checked by Kruger. Gains the offensive line though. Puck swept off his tape. He deals out of the corner here. Logan Ritter circling, looking for a pass right into the slot for Lind. He controls, deals there, finds Ritter off his skate, and it kicks away to the far wall. Both teams battling for it there. Olsen has it. He finds an outlet pass to Kruger. Here's Marcus Kruger weaving into the zone, looking for support. Flings it back to Olsen, turned over, and Ritter heads back the other way for the Reavers. Off the far wall here, looking to set up a play. Dealt out of the corner now. Shot from a tough angle, and Goff handles that no problem at all. Face-off coming. 13:49 here still to play in the first. Official is set. Face-off coming to the left of Goff. Diplomats chip it to the line. Held in, though, by Davidson. Tipped up along the boards below the goal line here. Paulson has it. Weaving, flings it to the point, but it's tipped and rolls out. Diplomats are hustling after it. Reavers first to it. Hetland shovels it behind the net. Working out front, but it's blocked by Hetland. Diplomats control, they play it away. Kruger from the slot area saved McAllister. Puck below the goal line here. Diplomats play to the point. Floyd takes a look, goes D to D for Troy Quinnett. Quinnett plays it low, but it's blocked by Davidson up into the glass. Hetland has it out of the corner defensively. Evades some pressure there. Gets it off for Davidson. Matt Davidson skates it out to neutral ice here. Offsides are the Reavers. They'll have to tag up to avoid the delay. Puck dumped in deep. That'll allow their forwards to get off for a change anyway. Diplomats look to set up here, led by the captain, Whelan. He plays to the far side through neutral ice. Wandering in, the Diplomats. Oaks delays, puts one on net, seen by McAllister. He sticks it away. Reavers have it now. They look to move out of the zone, turned over there, but Reavers do recover back into the offensive zone. Working in against Goff. Another wraparound attempt, but that one's swatted away. Puck loose out front, but played away to the far boards by Baumgartner. Nice defensive play there. Reavers controllers, the captain Andreas. D to D for Ritter, but that one tips up and into the player bench, nearly hitting our cameraman, our friends there at Urban Toad Media. Glad to see them here tonight, capturing some excellent photographs for us. Face-off coming here at center ice now. 12:09 still to play in the first period. Face-off is away. Baumgartner plays it to center. Calic intercepts, gains the offensive line. Here's Calic into the zone. His shot blocked by Baumgartner off the end glass. Plays it right out front. Here's Lind. A shot, and it's wide of the net. Diplomats have it here to Olsen. Now head for Wheeland. It's deflected high into the air and taken away by the Reavers. Here's an outlet pass now as the Reavers move through neutral ice. Lind holds off the near boards. Working below the goal line, watched by Baumgartner. Diplomats steal it away. Baumgartner plays ahead for Kruger. Kruger tries to find Wheeland, but Andreas tips it wide. Puck dumped into the Reavers zone. Davidson recovers. 11:20 on the clock here, first period. Turnover back the other way. Wheeland has it, working in. He's got Stelty? We got quite a few new players this year. Well, I tell you what. Matter of fact, the lines have opened up. We've got an extra 3 skaters on each team now, so a little bit more oxygen, a little bit more high-energy shifts for these teams. Puck dumped into the Diplomats zone. Here's Sievertson, plays ahead. Into the offensive zone. Here's Diplomats with a chance. It's a 2-on-1. Save McAllister. Puck kicks away all the way down the length of the building. That'll be an icing call. So that icing call will bring us back into the Reavers zone. Officials pulling some players off, trying to make a sneaky change, but not on their watch. 10:36 will be the time of the face-off here. And that icing call, of course, as always, brought to you by Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial, and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. Both teams battling for it out of the near corner. Puck squirts loose out front. Reavers have it, look to evade some pressure. Watched by Wheeland. Almost a dangerous turnover there right in front of the net for the Reavers, but they escape. Played out to neutral ice off the skates of Frederick. Back the other way for the Diplomats now. They weave into the zone. Here's Oakes. Cross ice pass, and McAllister scrambles across to defeat what could have been a good attempt. Here's the Reavers back the other way. 2-on-1. Reavers in. Linda shot off the crossbar and in. There it is. That might have been Ritter. Oh, gosh, I can't tell. It happened so quick. Those Reavers on the 2-on-1 after the turnover head back the other way. And the first goal of the game, first goal of the season goes to the Reavers. They're up 1-0 with 9:53 still to play here in the first period. Face-off is away. It kicks back into the Reavers zone. Hetland plays it here. He's watched by Kruger. Flushed out of the corner. Plays it along the boards. Still trying to evade pressure. Finally kicked out of the zone. Floated right back up by the Diplomats. They're back in the offensive zone now. It's a 3-on-2. Shot from Kruger high and over the net off the end boards. Played right out in front of the slot area. Finally kicked away by the Reavers. Back out to neutral ice. Diplomats control, played off the boards for Haas. Haas tips it ahead, but it's intercepted by the Reavers. Bagley has it here, plays it off the boards, and it ping-pongs right back the other way, back to the Reavers. Davidson has it here, slings it ahead. Offensive zone now for Bagley. Plays to the point for Davidson. Davidson put the shot on, tipped in front by Curdy, but that one's a little bit wide. Good play there by the Reavers. They look to maybe tack on another one here midway through the first. Puck controlled there, dumped towards the net. Baumgartner intercepts though. Chased down, played off the boards and out of the zone. Kruger has it here. He's watched by a couple Reavers, so he'll gain the red line and dump it in. McAllister out to tee it up for his defense. Davidson handles now. Plays rink wide, but just ahead and turned over to the Diplomats. Back into the offensive zone they go. Here's a shot from Olsen. It kicks wide by McAllister up into the end boards. From the point now, Baumgartner takes a look. He fires, looking for a tip out front. Nothing there, though. Smart play. Maybe get a deflection, a chance to confuse the goaltender a little bit with a screen. Clock down to 8 minutes now, first period. Baumgartner activating from the point below the goal line, and loose in front. Shot on, and no signal from the official yet. I lost it in traffic, but I believe we have a goal there. And in fact, we do. It's all tied up at 1. That one's going to come at 7:57 in the first, and we'll listen carefully from public address announcer Thad Swanson for the call on that goal. All knotted up at 1 here in the first. Face-off is away. Frederick hustles after it here. Russ Frederick handles. Watched by Wheeland, forcing a loose puck. Tipped right out in front and saved McAllister off the pad. That one back to neutral ice. And that one going unassisted to Michael Slett. So first goal of the Diplomats of the year. Again, all tied up at 1:7:24 still to play here first period. Haas works off the far wing. Punched out of the zone here now by the Reavers. Diplomats have to tag up. Puck turned over though. Oak's able to recover for the Diplomats as he weaves through neutral ice into the offensive zone here. Watched by Frederick, shot from a tough angle. Not fooling McAllister. McAllister down, stacking the pads, making a save there. Puck flung out of the zone by the Reavers, hustling after it here. Maybe an opportunity. Weaving out in front and can't quite pull the trigger. Goff with a sprawling save, puck loose. And stepping in defensively. Nice play there by the Diplomats to clear that one out in front of Goff. He had to sprawl to make that save. Here's Whelan now, a little give and go for Kruger. Back to the point, intercepted though. Turned back the other way, Slett. No, intercepted now by the Reavers into the offensive zone. Here's Madison. Swatted away by Sievertson. Nice play there by the stellar defenseman for the Diplomats. Whelan in now, winds and fires. Blocked in front by Davidson. Both teams exchanging chances here early in the first period. 6:17 yet to play. Puck rattled around the boards, dumped back in by Sievertson. Taken away by the Reavers, and it'll be offside, I believe, is the call. So that'll go to the face-off coming up here at neutral ice. 6:09 yet to play in the first. Faceoff is away. Both teams battle for it out of the neutral zone. Hetland has it. Looks for a dump pass. Turned over to Floyd. Floyd working through the slot. Weak shot on. He was tied up out front. Save McAllister. Puck still loose. Finally cleared the length of the building by the Reavers. That'll be an icing call. So that'll bring us back down into the Reavers zone. 5:53 is what the clock shows here. All knotted up at 1 in the first period. Puck to the point. Sievertson puts it on. Turned over here, though. Reavers control. Chipped ahead out to neutral ice and swept off the stick again by Sievertson. Into the offensive zone. Now Reavers looking here. Shot on and right into the glove of Goff. Nice attempt there by the Reavers. Maybe they're trying to go cross ice, maybe catch Goff sliding, but he's there. He's up to the task. Still tied up at 1. 5:35 yet to play first period as we get set for a draw out of the Diplomats zone. Official ready, puck away, bounces up. Whelan has to catch it, grab it out of the air, play it back to the corner. Ahead for Kruger, he looks for a cross-ice pass, can't quite find it. Intercepted there by Kallick, played to the far boards, but taken back the other way by the Diplomats. To neutral ice here. Dumped back into the offensive zone. Reavers will have to tag up to avoid that offside. They do, but that allows the Diplomats to control. Played ahead, turned over the other way. Sliding the other way. Oh, another turnover back for Whelan. Diplomats into the offensive zone. Whelan in, a shot swallowed up by McAllister. He did that little goaltender, that goalie look that they do sometimes they get the puck. And I don't know if the look, it's a bit of a poker face to me. I can't tell if the look is if they're checking for the puck over the shoulder or if they're thinking like they're maybe going to play it, you know, slide it out to your defenseman and see if they can't do something with it. But in any case, too many Diplomats in the area, so he opts for a face-off. Draw coming now to his right. Shot off the draw, just wide of the net, hard off the corner boards. That one's going to ring all the way around, back into the Diplomat zone. Quinnett back to collect it here. Another jersey collector. Quinnett has been just a journeyman, playing on a bunch of different teams so far in his career. Collecting all kinds of jerseys for the closet at home. Frederick controls now for the Reavers. He goes D to D. Madison back now. Looks to set something up out of his own end. 4:26 left to play. Quinnett finally on a loose puck, plays it in, but stolen away by Kallick. He heads through neutral ice. Here's the Reavers into the offensive zone. Delays, looks for support. There's Madison, and his shot looks like it was blocked out in front off a skate. Diplomats able to play it off the boards, out of the zone. Nice breakout there. Olsen plays cross ice. It's intercepted, though, by the Reavers. Into the zone, hustling after it. Spinning away from pressure. The Reavers play to the point. Frederick dumps the puck in deep. A shot on it's tipped off the end glass. Reavers control, they play to the point. Andreas has it here. The captain flinging a shot on. And Goff able to swallow that one up. That'll get a face-off coming up now out of the Diplomat zone. 3:28 left to play here in the first period. Hey, and don't forget, folks, in addition to the league, the Fargo-Moorhead Adult Hockey Club also provides drop-in adult hockey opportunities, skills development classes for both men and women, and a novice league for new skaters. We're always looking for new players, so if you're a hockey player looking for opportunities to skate, we'd love to have you. Just check out fmahockey.com for more. That's fmahockey.com. There's the Diplomats now through neutral ice. Vaguely has it, plays it, tries to play it off the boards, ends up off the official. Diplomats holding the zone out of the corner now here. Slett has it. He's got the only goal so far for the Diplomats. To the point, Sievertson takes a look, deflected in front, loose puck, back to Slett. He puts one on and sticked away to the corner by McAllister. Puck rings around the boards. And Slett holds it, keeps it from leaking out of the zone. Reavers have it. They'll play it around. Tipped out of the zone. That'll slide back down into the Diplomats zone. Allows a couple Reavers to change, get some fresh legs onto the ice anyway. And loose puck there. Soccer style, Andreas trying to clear it out of the zone. He's able to disrupt a couple plays there anyway. Getting a bit creative without a stick. Here's a shot on save. McAllister. Clock down to 2 minutes now in the first period. Official with his arm up, and that's going to be an icing call. So that'll bring the face-off back down to the Reavers zone. Reavers, of course, not able to change on the icing call. Diplomats opting to get a couple fresh skaters out there anyway. Some fresh legs for the final 2 minutes of the frame. Davidson collects a loose puck here. Is Matt Davidson racing through the near wing, working against Quinnett. Out of the corner here. Plays it wide to the point, and it's just off the heel of the stick of Ritter. So Logan Ritter hustles back to get it. 1:45 yet to play here. Turned back over for Ritter. He hustles into the zone, trying to split the D. It's swept off his stick by Sievertson, and the Diplomats defense able to disrupt a play there. There's an outlet pass for Wheeland. It's poked off his stick by Davidson. Recovers back to Kruger. Kruger with a backhander just a bit wide of the net. Trying to recover. Here's Haas. He slings one on net. Blocked out in front. Puck off the corner. Both teams fighting for it. Reavers come away with it. Another 2-on-1. Here's a shot, and it's a goal. A late period goal for the Reavers, and that's going to make it a 2-1 lead for the Reavers. Might have to work on that celly there with the team. It's early in the season, though. They'll get those kinks worked out as we progress. 1:07 yet to play here in the first period. And face-off is away. Here's Kallick off the far wing. He's hustling right back in. Tied up by Sievertson. Puck loose, freed up right back up front. Shot blocked away, batted out of the air. Nice play there defensively by Slett. Puck back through neutral ice, under 1 minute, 50 seconds in fact. And Vagel credited with that goal. I think that's 2 for him on the night. Here's the Diplomats back the other way, a 2-on-1. Tip towards the net. Recovery on the shot, but it's just wide. Here's 32 seconds left on the clock. Reavers moving through neutral ice. Here they come on the attack again, a 3-on-1. Madison controls, drop pass here, and loose puck right out in front in the slot area, into the skates. Cleared away by the Diplomats, sliding just out of the zone. 18 seconds. Here's Slett back the other way for the Diplomats. Weaving through a stick check, shot on, save McAllister. And I think we're going to get a penalty here. The official pointing to the offender. And that'll be a Diplomats power play starting with 10 seconds left here in the first. Let's see if maybe they can't capitalize on one. One of those late period goals sure can be a momentum builder. We'll see how they handle it here with 10 seconds left. Reavers, of course, looking to kill it off going to the second period with a 1-goal lead. Ooh, the official doing some positioning here, getting sure everyone's set. All things scored, everything up on the time clock. And here we go. Faceoff is away. It's played to the corner. Reavers content to clear it out. No, Quinette holds the zone. D to D here. 4 seconds. Shot on, tipped out in front off the glass up into the netting. And that'll get us a faceoff with barely a tick left on the clock. Looks like 0.4 from my vantage point. So we'll have time for maybe just a quick faceoff. Can the Diplomats get a shot off on the draw? Maybe the Reavers can time up, opt for a right-handed faceoff on the draw. Maybe they'll see if they can't get one. Here we go. Kruger on the draw, tries for the shot, but tied up out front. And the buzzer sounds. That brings us to the end of one. So far, it's Reavers 2. And there you have it, folks. There's the call from public address announcer Thad Swanson. Still 57 seconds left on the Reavers penalty. They're content to just sling it out of the zone right here. Diplomats will have to get set up again on the attack. Here's Floyd from behind his own net. He's watched closely. Plays it all the way around the boards. Quinette able to collect it. Outlet pass here for Floyd. Again, back the other way. Wheeland hustling after a loose puck. Into the offensive zone. He's watched by Kalak. Drop to the point. Quinette to that one. D to D here. And here's a look at shots blocked from the point all the way to the corner. And Kalak, nice angle on the geometric clear there. You don't see a lot of those slung off the boards and all the way around. It's one of those billiards type moves that my geometry teacher would be thoroughly disappointed in me for those things. Anyway, here's a wraparound from Kruger. That one's blocked by McAllister. Here we are at full strength again. Shot out from the slot. Slett has it, but it's a save by McAllister. Puck kick to the far boards here. Diplomats making a strong bid for a second goal at the end of the power play. Back to even strength at 13:24 here, second period. Here's a cross-ice pass. Slett hustling after it. He weaves his way in below the goal line, looking for support to the point. Shot on from Baumgartner, sticked away by McAllister. Both teams hustling after it in the corner. Kruger vying for position against Davidson. Davidson able to come away with it. Rips it around the boards. Diplomats hold the zone though. Here's Olsen, puts it out in front. Blocked away by Andreas. Again, cleared to the point, turned over though. Here's Vaguely, he's got 2 already tonight. Hungry for a hat trick, Vaguely working in. Drop pass for the trailer, swung the other way, and just fanning on a shot. Goff able to chase it down and poke it to the corner. Vaguely here, jostling for position. Reavers control, poked away though out front out of the slot area. Recovering, sliding it cross ice, shot on. I don't know if that was blocked by Severson or saved with the backside of Goff, but it was a heck of a play. Diplomats keep it out of the goal. They look to recover here, clear it out of the zone, relieve some of the pressure anyway. 12-14 still on the clock, second period. What a rush there from the Reavers. Here's Davidson now as he carries ahead through neutral ice into the offensive zone. The Reavers defenseman puts a shot on save, Goff, and he sprawls to cover that one up. What a flurry of action here in the second. Somebody talk to those guys in the truck, see if they can get me a water or something like that. We've got a lot to talk about up here as both teams changed lines. 11:59 left on the clock, second period. Here's the Reavers working in from the hash marks. Poked away by Wheeland. A little give and go, and it's back the other way for the Diplomats. Wheeland and Floyd weaving out front. Stick check, but Wheeland fights his way through it. Puck tipped high and up off the end glass. Floyd tries to play it here. He's guarded closely by 2 Reavers. Puck around the boards here. Both teams trying to free it up. Finally tipped out of the zone and ahead. Here's Curdy, a slide pass. To the point, tipped out of the zone. Diplomats control, led by Wheelan again. Kruger out front looking for a tip, but they can't quite make that one connect. Opportunity there for the Diplomats. Reavers able to come away with it as the clock ticks down to 11 minutes now in the second period. Diplomats almost had a 2-on-0 there. If that toe drag would have worked, dangerous chance for them. Diplomats recover out of their own end. Brief moment in the action, lets a couple players change on the fly, but Wheeland working his way in, beats McAllister, blocker side, and that one's going to tie this one up now at 2. That's Jaden Wheeland at 10:44 here in the second period. Here we go, on the draw, it's Vaguely and Floyd. Diplomats have it here through neutral ice. Played to the far boards. Slett is going to just dump that one in. McAllister out. Able to swat it down and set it up for his defense. Well, it sure is helpful when your goaltender can come out of the net and stop that dump and chase. Kind of shuts the opposition down, turns the puck over, gives your team a chance. Here's Floyd off the boards. Vagel has it, and he's going to get called, I think, for closing his hand on the puck. Well, I believe the official's signaling travel. Oh, double dribble, perhaps. Yeah, and it is closing your hand around the puck. So that'll get us a face-off here in the defensive zone for the Reavers. Andreas has it here, chips it up the boards, held in by Marty Sievertson. He'll play it in deep. Floyd hustling after it. Looks to break to the point. Puck loose and hard off the glass around. Held in by Sievertson. Both teams fighting for it. Off the wall by Frederick. Still doing battle with Sievertson. Sievertson holding the zone there expertly along the near wall. Frederick has it here. Looks for an outlet. Finds Madison. Here it is. Dump and chase. That one's going to bounce all the way around. Ritter to it first. Logan Ritter working his way in. A couple stick checks tie him up though. Puck turned over. Floyd playing it off the wall. Andreas stepping up from the point. Right out in front. Stolen away by Baumgartner. Here's Max Baumgartner now leading the attack. Weaving through one defender. Working his way in. And puck swept off his stick out of the corner. Looks for support. Blocked out front though. Played to neutral ice. Dumped all the way in. McAllister handles. His team gets set up as the clock down to 9:06 now. Second period. Oaks has it. He weaves his way in, puts a shot on. McAllister swats it away with that big goalie paddle of his. Reavers back the other direction now. Madison working in, trying to cut to the middle, but blocked defensively there. Nice play by Wieland on the back check. McAllister has it here. He slings it around for Davidson. Davidson back to his defensive partner, finds Ritter, and dumped back into the Reavers zone again. We'll see McAllister handle, play it ahead, and the Reavers now through neutral ice. Working in with speed to Ritter on the cross ice pass, shot on and save Goff. Nice play there on the 2-on-1. The Reavers got the pass through, shot on, but Goff able to get to it and swap that one out of midair with a big glove of his. 8:16 left to play here, second period. Both teams set, doing some adjustments on the draw. Face-off away to the corner. Both teams fighting for it here. Cornette able to come away with it. He hustles off the near boards. Turned over, though, at neutral ice. Calic has it, plays it ahead for Vaguely. His shot on save. He dives for it. Bobby Orr style tumbles and right back on his skates. Heck of a save there by Goff. Reavers are offside here. They have to tag up. That'll allow the Diplomats to control. Wieland tries to dump it in, but he's tied up by Calic. Puck flicks up into the stands. And we'll get a face-off now here at neutral ice. Official slides in, both teams set. Off of the draw, tipped ahead for Wieland. Poked off his stick, though, by Calic. Reavers try and head back the other way. Squeezed off the puck, though, by Baumgartner. Into the offensive zone, and Wieland tripped up a bit there. We'll get a penalty. It looks like it'll be another Diplomats power play as the Reavers send one to the box. That penalty is going to come at 7:27 in the second period. Diplomats weren't able to score off their power play, but they did generate some chances. They built some momentum. Maybe they can break this 2-goal deadlock here with the power play coming up. Reavers, of course, looking to run time off, kill the penalty. Who knows, maybe even a shorthanded goal in store. We'll see coming up. Faceoff is away. Diplomats have it to the point. Siebertson with a look, fires, and seen all the way, sticked away by McAllister. Shot on, rattles wide of the net around the boards. From high to low now. Diplomats lose possession, tipped out of the zone. Baumgartner watched by Calic. Calic strips it away. Baumgartner chasing him. Diplomats have it the other way now. Could be a 3-on-2, but that one is turned back the other way. Ooh, it'll be offside here. Diplomats a little bit too eager. Puck turned over now. Davidson back the other way. Calic. His shot high up off the glass. What a hard shot there. Power play halfway over. 45 seconds left. Here's Cornette weaving in. Goes to the backhand. Sled rather. Puck to the slot for Floyd. Cornette now with a shot. Blocked in front by Ritter. Reavers back the other way, hungry for a shorthanded chance. Hustling in Madison. Gets a shot off the crossbar. And it bounces high, way up into the 5th or 6th row after it even hit the netting. So what a ricochet there. Reavers almost with a shorthanded bid there. 18 seconds remaining on the penalty. 6:15 left in the period. Still tied up at 2. And here we are. Faceoff is away. Puck to the corner. Oaks has it here for the Diplomats. Spins away from pressure. Head up, he looks for an outlet pass. Finds Wieland. Wieland cross ice for Slett. Slett working his way in. Tries to tip for Floyd. Floyd fights through it, but McAllister's going to play it off the glass. Diplomats trying to clear. Referee dives out of the way. That one's all the way down. Here we are now back at full strength. Goff out to play the puck. He gets it to Oaks. Goes D to D here. Carried in now by the Diplomats. Cornette tied up a bit there, maybe. Shot on Blocker saved by McAllister. Puck to the corner. To the point now. Oaks with a look. Shot on. Swatted away again. McAllister right out front. And intercepted by the Reavers. Here's Madison through neutral ice. Into the offensive zone. He delays. Looks for a pass there. Turned over the other way though. Diplomats played ahead for Olsen now. 5:18 left in the period. Both teams jostling at center ice for control. Finally, Frederick able to settle down a loose puck. Works out of his own zone. Reavers with an offensive chance here. Right out in front. Oh, and off a skate. Ritter all alone out front, but pass just in his skates. Here's Wheeland with speed off the near boards. Watched by Hetland. Poked at. And puck finally freed up. Laid loose out front. Here's the Reavers back the other way into the offensive zone. Weaving through traffic. Here's Ritter in. His shot just wide of the net. What a cutback there on the play by Ritter. Just pulled it wide of the net. Turnover here. Shot save Goff. That one slung to the point. Andreas able to hold it for the moment. Floyd tips it off the boards and out. Diplomats back the other way, led by Olsen. Shot on, stick save McAllister. He plays it up ice, looking for an assist. Turned over for Floyd. Floyd has it, controls it with a shot on, a little wide of the net, but rebound loose on the back door. Here the pucks are on the boards now. Clock at 4:05. To the point, held in by Sievertson. No, tipped out by Frederick. Puck bouncing the other way. Baumgartner back to get it. Here's Max Baumgartner. Tipped, says the official, so no icing. McAllister out, playing it. Cole Haast first to it for the Diplomats. He'll play it back in below the goal line. Frederick to it first, however, for the Reavers. Plays hard and ahead off the boards. Here's Vagley. Into the offensive zone. Reavers on the attack. To Lind, he puts a backhander on, off the post and out. You could hear it hit iron there. Reavers close to another chance. Shot on, blocked in front. Goff looking for it, finally tracks the puck, and his defense clears it out to neutral ice. Diplomats opting to change their defensive pairings there. There's a cross-ice pass, centering pass, and the puck bounces free. Goff finally able to smother it for a whistle. 3:06 yet to play in the second period. And here we go, face up away. It looks like it's Wheeland for the Diplomats, Madison for the Reavers. Official making some adjustments, getting the positioning just right. To the point for Davidson, he takes a look. Has to force an early shot as he's pressured by Kruger. Save Goff, and we'll get another face-off coming up. All right, both teams on the draw. Madison and Wheeland again. Puck to the corner. Sled has it, plays it off the boards. Takes a rough bounce for the Diplomats. Kruger was almost free on that one. Shot out in front, save Goff with the shoulder. Kallick has it now from the point, weaving his way in through traffic. Watched by Kruger. Back door for Ritter and swatted off his stick. Nice play there defensively by Quinnett. Through neutral ice now. Here's Quinnett racing in. And centering pass intercepted by Davidson. Slung out of the zone. Madison here. Watched by Wheeland. Finally a poke check able to dislodge it. 2:27 yet to play in the middle frame. Shot from Madison. Gloved down by Goff. He'll squeeze onto that one for a whistle. And another face-off coming up here to his left. Looks like both teams opting to change a couple tired skaters here to get some fresh legs on the ice for a last burst here in the second period. It's 2:22 left on the clock, second period, all tied up at 2s. How do you like that? It's too good to be true. Ooh, shot on, save Goff. I'm hearing from the guys in the truck that they're threatening to mute me if there's any more bad puns. So, no, sorry, they said mutiny? Mutiny. Both, they said. Okay, clarification from the guys in trucks. So, here we go. Face off now to the right of Goff. He's been good on the left side. We'll see how they do on the right. Again, Madison and Wheeland. Face off away. Reavers control. Weaving in. Ritter puts a shot on. Save Goff. Puck to the corner here. Out of the point, Calic takes a look, spinning away from pressure. Nice look there. Ritter tries to feed a pass through it, but it's blocked by Sievertson. Shot kicks up into the air after a save by Goff. Haas looks like he lost an edge there. Reavers out front, a backhander. Nice chance there from the slot area, but that one's swatted away into the corner. Here's Ritter now. Diplomats try and free up a puck, but it comes loose to the point. Held in by Hetland. Slugged ahead to Madison. Plays it around the boards, looking for support below the goal line, but no one's there. Reavers making a line change in the offensive zone. That's what you like to do. Get fresh skaters on the ice while the opponent's defense trying to free up the puck. Here's the Reavers back the other way. 1:21 still to play in the period. Calic off the far wing, weaving through the official. Trying to get through Wheeland, but Wheeland able to get some stick on it to disrupt the play. 1:10 left in the period. Wheeland plays it around the boards. Hetland holds. Puck in deep. It rattles around the boards. Baumgartner first to it. Under a minute now. Max Baumgartner, rink-wide pass to Wheeland. Here's Wheeland in with a chance. Out to play it. And Wheeland able to evade McAllister. McAllister out there to cut down the angle. Maybe poke away the puck, but Wheeland able to come away with it and get it just into the net on the short angle. That's going to make it a 1-goal Diplomats lead. So they come down from one early. They stack a few on and now control 3-2. Still 50 seconds left in the period. And faceoff is away. It kicks to the far boards. Baumgartner taking a look here. Turned over right out in front. Kruger has it here. Looks for a loose puck. 38 seconds left. To the far boards. Floyd hustling after it. Floyd a shot on, save McAllister. Puck below the goal line. To the corner now. Reavers control, 26 seconds. Here's Mouch, the fastest one-handed skater you ever did see. Now off the near boards. Cornette plays it ahead, not out of the zone though. Simeon, a disrupted pass. Diplomats control, 9 seconds left. Kruger racing into the offensive zone. Just a bit too early. The offsides call. And it'll bring us a face-off with 5 seconds left. Back to neutral ice. Here we are, Kruger and Vagel off the draw. 5 seconds on the clock. Official set. Puck is away. Vagel has it. He plays it into the zone. Ritter hustles after it, but just almost able to get a shot away at the end of the second frame. But there we are through 2, folks. It's Diplomats 3, Reavers 2. It's been back and forth all night. Let's see what the third period has in store for us. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's FMA. All right, welcome back, folks. Get settled in. It's the third period. We're just underway from Shields Arena. Diplomats up by one. It's a 3-2 lead for them. Can they hang on to it here in the third, or can the Reavers strike back in this one? Turn back the other way. Madison has it into the offensive zone from the top of the circle. Shot on and save Goff. Not sure. I think that might have been an armpit save. I'm not sure where he got that one, but he kept the glove over it to keep it from falling out anywhere. No rebounds today. Face-off coming up to his right. Puck is away. Oaks weaving through an attack, through a defender, trying to get past Kalik and swept off his stick. What a couple nice moves by both players there. Oaks has it again. Slings it on net, but it's blocked out front. Hustling after it again, Madison into the offensive zone. Madison working his way in and shot, and Goff looks like he has that one. He does, right in the glove. Save there from the Diplomats netminder. Comes at 14-11 in the third, and we get set for another draw here in the Diplomats zone. And some fresh players on the ice. Puck flung off the boards, held in though by the Reavers defense. Tied up out front. Madison able to free it up. Puts a shot on, but it's off the skate of Floyd. And trickles out of the zone. Reavers back to recover. Led by Davidson. Plays it up the board, but it's blocked a little bit. That allows the Diplomats to recover the loose puck. Shot by Kruger is disrupted by Davidson. That one's going to get up and into the safety netting. So face-off coming up here. 13:43 yet to play third period. And face-off is away. Diplomats have it. Haas plays it out of the corner. Hustling after it though, Hetland. Spinning away from pressure. Plays it to his defensive partner, Davidson. Reavers breaking out here off the far boards. And it's Curdy. Puck knocked off his stick though, headed back the other way. Floyd. Looking for a centering pass there. Tied up by Davidson though. You got Haas right there in the slot. Offside, so the Diplomats will have to tag up. That allows the Reavers to control. Davidson working ahead. Through neutral ice now. Matt Davidson into the offensive zone from the hash marks. Takes a read. Squeezes it through out front. Puck bounces away. Turned over for Haas. Ahead now for Kruger. Watched by Andreas. Kruger working in. Off a shot. It's high over the net. Hard off the end boards. Kruger first to it. He gets it to Slett. And puck swept off his stick. It'll roll out of the zone. Baumgartner recovers though. Diplomats control at neutral ice. Kalik has it here now for the Reavers. Spins away from pressure. Little soft play off the near boards. Gets it out of the zone. Diplomats still do control, however. Puck tipped into the offensive zone. Here's Slett hustling after it. He's watched by Kalik. Out of the end boards. Slett there using body position to try and defend the puck. Some leverage by Kalik. Frees it up though, and it slings the length of the ice where Goff says, I can get to that. He sets it up for Sievertson. Sievertson all the way down for Olsen. Olsen ahead for Slett. Just off his tape though, and turned back the other way. And we get a whistle. And see what happened. A lot of pointing here from the official as we sort this one out. And some signaling, some hand gestures, and a sad-looking Reaver headed towards the box. I didn't see exactly what it was, but it'll be a Reavers penalty. You'll have to let me know in the comments what it was. 1:30, of course, the penalty time. Power play for 1:30. Penalty's going to come at 11:58 here in the third. It's going to be a Diplomats man advantage as we wait for the call from public address announcer Thad Swanson. Shot on by Wheeland. Cleared out of harm's way by Frederick. That'll run some time off the penalty for sure. we are. Diplomats getting set up on the attack. Turned back the other way. Frederick has it here. Kallick slings it all the way down. A tip puts it on net. Goff has to stop that one. He turns over for Oakes. Oakes spins away from pressure and looks to lead a breakout here. Finds Quinnett off the near boards. His pass was intercepted there by Mouch. Puck turned back the other way. Diplomats still trying to get set up on this man advantage. Only 30 seconds left on their power play. Reavers doing a good job on the kills so far. Matter of fact, I think that's an icing call on the power play. That icing's going to go against the Diplomats. 28 seconds still on their man advantage. Well, I tell you, that's unfortunate. You don't want to ice the puck when you're on the power play. That certainly eats up time, makes you have to go the length of the building again. And maybe could give your opponent, that shorthanded chance down in their offensive end. Face-off is away. It's to the corner. Played along the boards by Quinnett. Out of the zone for Wheeland. He's got Olsen with him, trailing is Kruger. Wheeland in, working against Davidson, delays, and his shot read all the way and blocked by Davidson. Tipped away with that stick. Here's Oakes out of the corner, puts a shot on. Save McAllister, puck loose in front. Cleared off the boards, held in nicely though by Kruger. Played off the far wall. Olsen with a shot, sliding and swatting at it for the save. McAllister, we're back to even strength. Olsen on the back door, can't quite find the handle. To the point now, Kruger has it. Looks to get it in deep. Reavers trying to clear. They finally do. Out to center. Madison chasing after a loose puck. He pulls it free, but it's swatted away by Oakes. Reavers able to hold the zone. Madison working out of the corner here. Clock down to 10 minutes. Both teams, of course, at even strength. Simone has it here. Plays it into the, looks like skates to the official to the point. Gloved out of the air by Baumgartner. Loose out front. Shot on by Ritter. That's in. I think in the glove of Goff. Just kidding, everybody. Save Goff with that big glove of his. 9:51, the time of the save. Third period, Diplomats still up by one. Here we are from the point, shot on, save. Goff with a blocker, rebound bouncing just over the stick there. Madison almost had an empty net opportunity. Ritter almost an empty net opportunity. Puck ahead to Floyd now. Here's the Diplomats through the zone. And just a bit too early. Looks like Haast offside on that one. So just a face-off here at neutral ice. 9:30 yet to play in the frame. Floyd and Madison on the draw. Baumgartner controls, slings it in deep. Puck rattles all the way around. Out to tee it up is McAllister. Hetland back to collect it. He gets it to Davidson. Davidson takes a look here. He surveys. Finds Curdy at center ice, but it's bounced the other direction. Olsen controls, slings it ahead into the skates of Floyd. He chips it towards the net. Put McAllister out to disrupt it. Baumgartner from the point. A tip on from Floyd. Screaming out of the corner there. Just high over the net, though. Here, Ritter off the far wall with speed, weaving around. Logan Ritter in. He surveys. He looks for the slot. Madison tied up out front by Sievertson. To the slot. Vaguely has it. His shot. Pass save. Goff. Right out front now. Olsen has it here. And the Diplomats able to clear some of that pressure. They're trying to hang on to that one-goal lead. Here's Slett with time. Shot. Blocker. Save. McAllister. Puck loose out front. He swats it away with the goal stick. To Vagel. Turnover, though. Wheeland has it, working his way in through a defender, looking for a centering pass there. And it leaks out back to the neutral zone. Diplomats do still control. Both teams trying to settle something down, some sustained offensive pressure. Chances have been pretty back and forth here so far in the third. 8:07 still to play. Out of the corner, Davidson. Ahead for Ritter. Madison now dealing into the offensive zone. From the top of the circles, drop pass, and the shot's tied up. Madison collects the puck below the goal line, puts one on, save Goff, puck to the far corner. Oakes has it here, looks to go through neutral ice, a 2-on-1 if they hurry. It's Oakes and Haast. Oakes to Haast. Haast all alone from the slot, he shoots, he scores! Cole Haast buries the feed midway through the third, and that extends the Diplomats' lead now by 2. It's 4-2 Diplomats. Goal coming at 7:41 in the third. Don't go anywhere, though, folks. Still a lot of hockey left to be played in this one. Here's Olsen, tries to play it ahead. It's intercepted, though. Turned over for Wheeland. Jaden Wheeland working his way in with a shot on it. Tips wide. Out of the corner. Reavers control. There's Lind. Lind weaving his way in from the slot. Shot on, save, Goff. Rebound loose. Chipped out of the way by Cornett. And here it is. Floyd all alone on a breakaway. James Floyd in from the slot. He fires, he scores. So Floyd on a breakaway buries that one, and it's 2 quick goals in succession for the Diplomats. They extend that lead now to 3. It's Diplomats 5, Reavers 2. Still 7:08 yet to play in the period, though, so lots of hockey. Don't go anywhere, folks. Face-off is away. Curdy wins a battle for the Reavers. It's knocked off his stick, though. Back to collect it. Baumgartner played off the wall for Slett. Turned over, though, at the Reavers' blue line. Back the other way. Here's Kruger now. Kruger in with Slett. Andreas swats it out of harm's way, though. Nice play there by the Reavers' captain. Here's Curdy into the offensive zone. He takes a look. He fires. Maybe Goff got a piece of it, but either way, it rattled wide of the net. Ahead now for Haast. Into the offensive zone. Man, just too early. Oh, boy. Offsides is the call. Diplomats a bit eager. But at any rate, that'll bring us a face-off back to neutral ice. And 6:34 is what the clock shows here. Floyd wins a draw into the offensive zone. Gets a shot on a little bit wide of the net. Wheeland has it out of the corner, puts one on, blocked by Frederick. Both teams battling for it there. Frederick using body position to defend the puck. He wins the battle, gets it rink wide now. Turned over by Oakes. Wheeland into the offensive zone. The Reavers play it out to neutral ice. Back the other way, Oakes has it. He takes a look, has some time to collect himself and the team. Look to set up a zone entry here. Oakes into the zone from the top of the circles. Out of the corner, looks to center. It's blocked by Bagel. Nice defensive play there by the Reavers. Into the offensive zone. Here's Ritter. Ritter takes a look. Shot on, and it looks like it's off the shoulder of Goff and warbles its way into the net. That one just barely trickling in. But at any rate, it's a Reavers goal. So we've had just as many goals now, I think, in the third period as we've had all games so far. So action certainly picking up. And still 5:35 yet to play in the third period. Lots of time left here. Face-off is away. Calic controls for the Reavers, working his way in from the top of the circle. Shot on and hard off the end glass. Ahead now, here's Slett for the Diplomats. Chased down by Madison, tied up off the near boards. Into the corner, Frederick and Slett battle for the puck. Freed up by Madison. He heads back the other way now for the Reavers. Into the offensive zone. Madison gains the line. Out of the corner. Looks to get a tip out in front. Almost knocked in, but played to the far corner. Diplomats control for the moment. Stolen away by the Reavers. Down low below the goal line. Trying to go rink wide and not quite there. A good play, but just can't find the tape. Here's an outlet pass for Haast. It's a little bit ahead of him. He'll try and chase it down. Frederick slings it off the boards. And the Reavers look to regroup and attack here. Into the offensive zone. Davidson turned over for Wheeland. He slings it ahead. Puck rolls all the way down into the corner, and that'll be an icing call. That'll bring us all the way back to the Diplomat zone with 4:30 left in the third. And don't worry, folks, this icing call is brought to you by Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial, and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces the quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. Diplomats back the other way now. Here's Wheelan. Drop for Floyd. Floyd working in. Stolen away by Davidson. He leads the attack the other direction. Davidson working in off the near wing. Watched by Sievertson. Stick check here. Looks to the center, but no one's there to take advantage of it. Out back to neutral ice. Chased down again by Floyd into the offensive zone. Stolen away by Lind. And the Reavers look to set up something here. Wheeland will dump it in. Diplomats have to tag up to avoid the offside. Through neutral ice here. Baumgartner D-to-D for Sievertson. Ahead for Kruger. Into the offensive zone from the top of the circle. From the slot. Save McAllister. Wheeland has it. Plays to the point. Sievertson a look. He fires on looking for a tip or something in front, but nothing connects. Slett out of the corner, makes a play. Blocked by Hetland, though. Puck loose. To the point, Baumgartner holds. Flings it in deep. Kruger chases it down, watched by Hetland. Both players battling for it there. Hetland swats it out of harm's way and out of the zone. Back to collected, though, Sievertson. He flings it in. A little dump and chase there. That allows a couple Diplomats to get off. Get some fresh skaters on. 3 minutes now left in the third period. All the way around, puck all the way around the boards. So the point, it trickles back out to neutral ice. Floyd hustles after it. Davidson back defensively, shot by Floyd off the blocker of McAllister. Loose out front, and Floyd able to bang that loose puck home. Oh, man, that took a weird bounce to come right back out front. But Floyd finds a second goal of the night, and that's going to restore the Diplomats' 3-goal lead. Now, Diplomats 6, Reavers 3. 2:37 left to play here in this third period. Face off from neutral ice, Madison and Floyd. Madison wins it back to the point. Andreas has it. Move ahead for dumped into the zone for the Diplomats. Andreas chasing it down. That'll be an icing call. That'll bring a face-off back into the Diplomat zone. Maybe a late-game offensive chance here for the Reavers. They can win an offensive zone draw, get a quick goal, and we'll see what happens. We've seen a lot crazier things happen in a lot less time. This team set face-off to the point. Andreas takes a look, puts a shot on, tipped in front, and just wide of the net. Man, heck of an opportunity there for the Reavers. Bagel controls there, held into the point. No, Quinnett strips it free. Delayed call, I believe. No, excuse me. Arm in the air for icing, which was waved off. Reavers into the offensive zone. Madison tries a little spin pass, but the puck slowing down there in the late game ice. Here's Kalik now, slings it ahead for Mouch. He hustles after it. Cody Mouch off the far boards. Head up, looks for a pass. No one's there. Wheeland battling for it, stolen away by Madison. Back the other way now. Wheeland on a loose puck to Kruger. Here's Marcus Kruger now. 1:30 left in the frame as he plays the puck out of the zone. Happy to run time off the board. Baumgartner has it here. Diplomats back to center. Oakes working his way into the offensive zone, tying up with Madison. Both players trying to free up a puck here. Now Ritter controls, working through a couple defenders, working his way in Ritter, and a poke check from Goff. Able to save one there. A couple nice moves by Ritter, but Goff out big with the poke check. Here's Vagel again from the near boards, down to 1 minute in the period. Ritter below the goal line, puts one on. It's disrupted though. Shot off the side of the net. To the point. Madison now, he takes a look. Goes D to D. Past the stick of Andreas, and it's knocked out of the zone. That one's going to go all the way down. That'll be an icing call. 43 seconds left. Waved off by the official. It took one of those weird geometric bounces into the crease. Off the other way now for Kalik, and played out in front. We get a whistle. Face off coming up. Both teams getting set. 33 1/2 seconds remaining in the period. Off the draw, Madison has it, tries to put a shot on, but it's disrupted by Baumgartner. Off the boards, off the glass. Into the offensive zone. Here's Floyd. Baumgartner with him. Floyd puts one on. Well wide of the net. It rings around the boards. Wheeland has it. 20 seconds left. Down low for Floyd. He takes a look. Running time off from the corner. Finds Wheeland at the hash marks. Puck out of the corner here now. 8 seconds left. Ahead now through neutral ice. Here's the Reavers. Into the zone, 2 seconds. Shot on, blockered away by Goff. And that's going to do it for the first one of 2024. It's Diplomats 6, Reavers 3. But don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second game of the night. It's Guardians taking on the Mountaineers in what should be a great contest here. Coming up soon. Look for that on the next YouTube live stream. In the meanwhile, check out everything else, all the schedules, all the standings, statistics, player bios, all that stuff. It's all at fmahockey.com. Check us out there, fmahockey.com. And we'll see you in a few moments with Game 2.